forget. When we locked eyes, I was already set. My heart was beating right through my chest. 'Cause you give me butterflies, you make me wanna fly. I need you right by my side, need you in my life. So just stay here with me and don't let go. Won't you hold me closely. Hold me closer than you've ever held anybody else before. Oh, won't you hold me?
Hi, welcome to SIKIKSYD. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Do we like this angle? I know this is a nice angle. We're gonna go with it. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. All the information in the description box down below. This is a collaboration with my boyfriend, Chukwuma, who I actually just got off the phone with. But go check him out. Alright, go check out my boyfriend Chukwuma. Uzoigwe is an amazing photographer. He completely outdid himself for this photo shoot. And all the photo shoots that we did, I am astonished every time I look at them. Thank you to everyone who supported us. Thank you to all the companies, the brands that have reached out to us and want to work with Chukwuma and I as a team. And we're extremely excited to work with you guys. We are grateful not only as business partners, but as a couple. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you to all my clients who were reaching out to me, telling me that the SIKIKSYD products are working for them. Like, I am so happy when I wake up and I see these messages from you guys and you tell me, oh, this and this and this is working for you, and you got this spell that's working for you. And I'm so happy I got to be a part of your journey. Thank you so much for being a part of mine. Let's get right into it. This is for the future of Leo. Hi, Leo. Welcome to SIKIKSYD. So reading for the future of Leo. How are you today? I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. And if you are buying a new car, you could be any sign, but specifically you could be a Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. You could also like drive for a living. You could be traveling. You could also be in a long distance relationship. Spirit's tickling my nose. Also, if you're a man, you're maturing, like you're going from a king to an emperor. You're like, Sydney, you only have one card out. Like, how do you get all that? It's called intuition. Been doing this a very long time. What is the future? I always get asked, like, Sydney, how do you know like all the signs and stuff like that? I can hear it. It's just when you do something for so long, it just becomes instinct. And I'm literally looking out the window because it's really creepy. My boyfriend just like, oh, he just said, oh, that's so great. I'm proud of you, baby. Oh, baby, thank you. I'm looking out the window because it's actually extremely awkward to channel, which is what I'm doing when I do these readings. It's awkward to just stare at you. If I were to stare at you while channeling, you'd be like, are you okay? Because it looks like, I don't know if you've ever seen That's So Raven when she like zones out. That's literally what it looks like. It looks like no one's home, like get out type of energy. Alright. I will text you back in a second. So you have the King of Cups, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus, and you have the Six of Cups, Sun, and Scorpio. You have the Five of Cups, Aries, Scorpio, and the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Aquarius energy. Also, somebody's donating, like someone could be giving back to charity or like trying to get more involved by donating back to their community. You have the Six of Pentacles, Moon, and Taurus, and then you have the Six of Swords, Aquarius, and Mercury. And then you have the Three of Wands as your hidden energy. Spirit is tickling my nose. Sun and Aries can be Scorpio. Okay, just text it back. Okay. So, if you are in a relationship, right, and you are a man or a masculine energy, you are because you are becoming more, you're going to realize you're becoming more emotionally available in your relationship. So expressing more emotions, feeling more emotions for your partner, feeling like your partner is not just your lover, not just your girlfriend, not just your wife, right? But now they are your best friend. There's somebody you express emotion to. There's someone that you allow into the sea, right? Something that is typically hidden, right? People can't see, but you see all this water, and this is something that you're actually able to not just feel, but express. With the fishes here, it also brings you money, okay? Also, somebody's becoming a father, and children are on someone's mind, like marriage, children, that's on somebody's mind. And also, like, how you will be able to provide for that as a man, how you will be able to provide for the woman, whether it's your girlfriend, your wife, or whoever it is. Like, how are you going to be able to provide for the person you're in a relationship with? There's also like an awareness that you're deeply in love. If you're a man in a relationship, you're very faithful in that relationship with the King of Cups. Like, King of Cups is a man who now reaches the height of his career. Okay, so what does that mean? You're going from King of Cups, right? So now, like, you're probably either at the head of a business, maybe you're like the head manager of a business, something of that nature. You're going to go from that to now being a CEO. So now it's time for you to start your own business. If it's a relationship, now you feel like because you've reached the peak of emotional availability, this will also mean that you will become financially, he said, I love you, babe. This also means that you will become financially stable. It also means that you will have the space to be intellectually and mentally sound because you have control over your emotions. It also means that you will know how to act on your passion because you'll have control over, again, your emotions. So once you get to that point, right, now you're the King of Cups, you're emotionally available, and in a relationship, now you feel responsible for the person you're in a relationship with. You feel responsible for your wife or your girlfriend. You feel like you have no more ego to need to rely on in order to sustain yourself. It's almost like you're okay with giving your girlfriend or your wife praise. You're okay with showing that you love your girlfriend or your wife. You're okay with doing that because you've already reached a peak of success that takes you from the King of Cups to the Emperor, which is meaning now you are a man in society that is viewed as like a grown man, viewed as somebody who takes care of their girlfriend or their wife, is faithful to their girlfriend and wife, is someone who is extremely faithful to that relationship. They're not giving their love and affection and attention and stuff to other women, other men. They're giving it to just their partner. So the King of Cups is also like, it's a level of maturity. Like somebody's realizing, okay, like you're not just my girlfriend, but you're also someone I want to be my wife. So now someone starts acting like a boyfriend, they start acting like a husband. Like they're like, okay, I want to provide for this person. I want to show this person off to the world. There's like no secrets. There's also like a feeling of you recognizing all of the moments you've had with each other. If you're single and you're a man, right? Like you identify as a man, you came to SIKIKSYD. The person you're meant to be with for the rest of your life, right? The person you're meant to marry, they're already in your life. You already know who the person is. You're coming as a King of Cups because you can feel it intuitively, but you can't see it. But for some of you, it's 444 could be significant to you. Meaning you want a family, you want a foundation. Some of you want to buy a house, some of you want to settle down, you want to start having children. And it's almost like it's the recognition. Some of you guys definitely want to have children. Some of you guys want to settle down and move into that. The person you're supposed to be with, if you're single and you're a man, they're already in your life. They're already around you somewhere. That's why you can feel it. emotionally, you're feeling it intuitively. Like that thing in the back of your head, you can't quite scratch, you can't quite get rid of that thought. It's because they're around you. You feel like you've known them for a really long time. They make you feel good emotionally. The person, like the woman, she has like some kind of schedule, or like she does something on a daily. She's really consistent. You really like that about this person, but you also view them as very valuable. You also could have known the person from elementary school, middle school, high school, or college. I see that you want to start dating if you're single, and you are being intuitively guided to do that by people who are now deceased. So there's people who are deceased who are intervening to try to tell you it's time for you to start dating, it's time for you to put yourself out there. If you are in a relationship, then you and your partner are looking at all the amazing times you've had together, and you feel like you guys have known each other in a past life. That you guys feel like you've known each other for a very long time. And that a lot has been able to grow emotionally from what you guys have experienced, whether it's good or bad. Someone has passed away. My condolences. You'll be receiving a will, a trust fund, and inheritance from someone who passed away. And I see if you're grieving someone or mourning something, you will stop. You'll feel better within the next 5 days. I do see you being very like nostalgic for about 5 to 6 days. But then you get better if you're mourning something. If you're in a relationship, you also have prayer answered, the buffalo. If you're in a relationship and you're a woman, the man in the relationship sees your value. He sees your worth. Because you're the Queen of Pentacles, you're Queen Midas. Everything that you touch, it will turn into gold. If you're a business owner, you're a very successful business owner. If you're in a relationship, you're in a very happy relationship. You're very consistent in that relationship. The Queen of Pentacles is also like, you have a schedule. You have things that you do on an everyday basis that your significant other acknowledges and actually appreciates that you have some kind of schedule. The consistency that you're doing something on every single day basis that does show that you love yourself is attractive to your significant other and actually makes the man fall more in love with you. There's also something about you cherishing how you feel emotionally and truly nurturing that, nurturing yourself. You're also like the most giving queen. So I feel like you're really giving to yourself, really giving to your work, really giving to your relationship, really giving to your children, your family, whether you're a man or a woman. If you have children, you're a very good mother or father. I also see you spending a lot of time with the children. Someone can also be mourning the death of a child, or have like guilt. Somebody has guilt over a child that may have already passed. Like I feel like someone mourns the death of a child or children. And this can even be especially when they're around other children or around the remaining children. Also something about someone's recognizing, whether a man or a woman, they may not have gotten as much time with their parents due to there being so many siblings. It almost makes me feel like there's a bunch of siblings and like there's no space for you to be heard. And I feel like that's something that you are healing from. Like, you know, your parents didn't really have the space they didn't have the emotions to spare. And that definitely impacted your self-worth, your self-value, and your money. You know, you may have felt breadcrumbed by your parents, and that may have also been something that you gravitated towards in your adult life, towards people who breadcrumb you based off of what you experienced. Maybe feeling like that's all you deserve is crumbs, because that's all that they were able to give. But you also have to be aware that people can only give what they've been able to actually give to themselves. So you can't, you know, really harp on that. You could be seeing 666, 6, 6, 6. If you're in a relationship, you guys are on the verge of, you guys are in a long distance romance relationship. You're on the verge. You can see she's on the cliff. On the verge. Do you guys look like nail color? My boyfriend picked it out. Isn't it really cute? I was like trying to pick out what color I wanted, and I was like, oh, I really like the color pink. And then he was like, well, I was trying to pick out the color I wanted. And I had already picked out pink. And then he was like, I was like, what color do you want me to paint my nails? And he was like, oh, what did you paint him last time? I was like, green. I was like, you picked green last time. What do you want this time? He was like, pink. I was like, are you psychic? Because I literally already picked out pink. But the Three of Wands is like on the verge. You see how she's on the cliff, like right there? On the verge of, if you're in a relationship, you're on the verge of moving in with your significant other, on the verge of having children. There are no more secrets. You see the sun is out. So it's like wanting to be completely open and honest with one another. And if you are single, the person that you're meant to be with, they're at a distance from you. I wouldn't be surprised if the person's overseas. I would not be surprised. Or if they work on a boat or a ship or something. I also feel like your intuition is flying in. With the owl here, like flying in. This could be happening especially like at nighttime. North American plains Indian tribes revere the great buffalo. Buffalo provided the means for survival and very little was wasted. Buffalo was life. Now, when I was studying like Native Americans growing up, the buffalo provides a lot of meat as well, like a lot of substance. And then they were able to use it, like the fur, the tusk, the horns, everything, like completely utilizing the animal to answer their prayers. So I feel like what you're being given, you're utilizing in order for you to move forward. For some of you even traveling, you could also be relocating as well. Sacred dance ceremonies were performed to honor buffalo and ask for a successful hunt. In these ceremonies, dancers will become the buffalo in spirit. The lesson of buffalo is the importance of asking the great mystery for help through syncing your prayers with action to create abundance and success. Act as if your prayers have already been answered. When we act as though our prayers have been answered, we become a magnet for our prayers to manifest themselves in their physical forms. Let's say you are experiencing disunity and having a difficult time with a colleague. Your prayer is to resolve the issue and have unity between the two of you. Your prayer to the great mystery will be to ask for unity with your coworker and then act as if you already had it. This will look like being kind, respectful, and showing love to your coworker immediately, regardless of whether the problem was resolved or not. This action is what would create the unity and eventually dissolve the issue. When buffalo tramples into your spread, this medicine is a confirmation that your answers are being heard, but it is of the utmost importance that you stand in unwavering blind faith that they are coming to fruition. Endure the time and uncertainty, because your deepest heart's desire will be manifested. Act like the person whose prayer has already been answered. Oh, some of you are quitting a job. That's what this is about. Some of you are quitting a job. Like if you're quitting a job. You've outgrown a job, outgrown a company. You will also be feeling like you're being breadcrumbed or not given the amount that you're deserving of. And when push comes to shove, because you become more emotionally balanced, especially if you're a man, you recognize that you are ready to branch out to start your own company. You also feel like that's the smart thing to do, the practical thing to do, and the emotionally wise thing for you to do. So it's something you're planning before you actually act on. I do see you like feeling stalled or stuck at whatever job that you do. And now you're looking at things from a completely different perspective. Some of you work daily, like every single day at a company that you've outgrown. Like you've actually outgrown it. And you actually are like deserving of being provided more financially. And the people who you know who are deceased now, right? They've been trying to communicate that to you. I feel like this is something, if you're a man, I feel like you plan this out. You could be planning this with your significant other. You could be planning it like in private before you actually act on it. Because you still have to get paid at the job you're at. I do see you like turning, if you're a man, I see you like not, if you're at work, it's like you're there, but you're not as interested in it anymore. Rather, it's the people, the places, the things. You're not as interested in anymore because you've outgrown it emotionally, financially, intellectually. Wow. Very interesting. This has been your reading. Thank you so much for supporting Psychic Sid, Leo. Wow. If you're a man, I mean, you could literally work in the law. You could work in philosophy, psychology, spirituality, religion, health. You could be a doctor, a nurse, a surgeon. You could work with animals, prisons, institutions, and asylums. Some of you guys, you could even work with like homes for some of you. Okay. Water. It's like the moment. Some of you capture moments. It's like you love what you do. I just think that you don't love the company you do it at. Like, that's the thing. You just don't like that. If you're like, you're looking for something new, it sort of falls into your lap. I feel like a new opportunity falls into your lap. If you're a woman, you could be a business owner. Okay, you could work in the military, the government, homes. You could work with money, health. You could be a doctor, a nurse. You can work with technology in any way, shape, or form. Also, I feel like if you're a man, you're really intuitive and you feel like the company that you're working at, the people who are surrounding you, you don't, I feel like you're not comfortable. Maybe you don't like, it could be like you're just, because you're very intuitive. So intuitively or energetically, you feel like it's best to keep a distance between you and the people at the company that you're working at. This could be something you're even telling your significant other. And it makes you feel better to express this to your significant other. I feel like you're letting your girlfriend or your wife in more. To have an answered prayer. If you see there's a little bee in there, so it's like you get more with honey than you do with vinegar. Yeah. Interesting. This has been your reading. Thank you so much for supporting Psychic Sid, Leo, Ashe.